What is the Beast of Bray Road? On the surface, Elkhorn, Wisconsin seems like any other small Midwestern city. 40 miles southwest of Milwaukee, and with a population of roughly 10,000, nothing really makes the Walworth County town stand out. No offense intended, of course. But if you're driving through at night, keep your eyes peeled and a foot on the gas pedal, for you might just be lucky, or unlucky enough, to come across a real-life werewolf known as the Beast of Bray Road. The Beast of Bray Road is described as alternating between moving on all four and solely on two legs, standing 4 feet at the shoulder quadrupedally and over 7 feet upright, as well as tipping the scales at well over 400 pounds in weight. The creature is covered in dark brown fur and possesses glowing yellow eyes. Many eyewitnesses have stated that they happened upon it while it was eating roadkill, and others have said that the creature leaves behind unusually large tracks resembling that of a coyote's. Although there are stories of the entity chasing after and even leaping on top of vehicles, no encounters have ended in injury for the eyewitness. The earliest sighting of the Wisconsin werewolf came in 1936 when Mark Shackleman was driving down Highway 18 and saw the creature digging into a Native American burial mound. He described it as tall, hairy, and with both canine and ape-like features. Shackleman made note of the creature's bizarre-looking hands with only 3 fingers, as well as a twisted thumb, in addition to a foul stench. What I think is strangest about this encounter, however, is that he reported returning the following day, seeing the beast again, and even claiming that it spoke to him a word that sounded like Gadara. The next sighting came in 1972, when a woman called the police department to report a break-in. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources interviewed her, and she reported that the intruder was a large, unidentified animal that attempted to enter through the door. The physical description that she gave matched those of the beast. She later reported that the creature returned and severely wounded a farm animal, leaving a shoulder-to-shoulder scratch. The only physical evidence left behind was a lone track that measured 12 inches long. Although sightings would continue over the years, between the late 80s and through the 90s, the number of sightings would explode, bringing the creature national attention. In 1989, a local dairy farmer named Scott Bray reported seeing a strange-looking, massive dog with black fur near his pastures. He followed the creature until he lost it near a pile of rocks, and noticed that it left behind some massive footprints. Around the same time, a man named Russell Jest saw a bipedal wolf-headed creature walk towards him, prompting him to run off. When he looked back, he saw the animal back on all fours, but not giving chase. Later that year, a bar manager named Lori Andrizzi saw the beast hunched over on the side of the road, eating some roadkill. Andrizzi's mother, a bus driver for a local school, later collected a story from a student named Heather Bowie. Around 4:30, she and a group of friends were coming home on the nearby Loveland Road, about a mile and a half from Bray Road, when they saw what they thought to be a large dog walking along a creek. They called out to it, only for the canine to stand up on 2 legs, advance towards them, and then drop down onto all fours and begin chasing the youths. The beast chased them for a couple hundred yards before veering off. Sightings would continue over the decade, climaxing in the most famous encounter on Halloween night in 1999. 18-year-old Doris Stein Gebson was driving home when her car appeared to roll over an object in the road. Upon exiting her vehicle, she saw a large, hairy figure rapidly approaching her. Frightened, Gibson quickly re-entered her automobile, only for the beast to manage to leap atop her car. But luckily, the roof was too slippery and wet, shaking the creature off as she sped off. Although sightings are rare these days, they do still occur, with the most recent even coming in July of this year. So, what is the Beast of Bray Road? As strange as a real-life werewolf does sound, the Badger State Boogeyman doesn't seem to be the only one. While Bigfoot is the usual suspect for unidentified hairy giants walking around America, all over the country people have reported seeing bipedal, wolf-headed humanoids that cryptozoologists call dogmen, with sightings in the United States going as far back as 1887, and the most famous occurring in nearby Michigan. But there's really only one way to know, and the answer is on a road in Wisconsin. Anybody up for a late night drive?